table just like this. You're gonna put it on your table. We're going to make this slab into the cutest little bird you've ever seen. Oh my, so cute. Just wait, he's so cute. So we're gonna take out of your toolkit, sorry I didn't get it. Out of this toolkit, I want you to find this popsicle stick, okay? And we are gonna cut this piece of clay into 3 pieces. 3 pieces, okay? 3 pieces. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half right here. So down the middle, I'm gonna hold my popsicle stick in my hand. I'm gonna put my finger on the skinny side, not on the flat side, on the skinny side, just like that. Okay, so it looks like a knife. And I'm gonna push down to the mat, all the way down to the mat, and I'm gonna pull towards me. And that's gonna cut this into 2 pieces, okay? So the next thing I wanna do is I wanna set 1 piece to the side, and I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna turn it sideways, do the same thing. I'm gonna cut it 2 pieces. So that way I have 1, 2. Okay, now I'm gonna take these 2 pieces, I'm gonna set them over here out of the way. I wanna take this piece and I'm gonna roll it into a ball. I'm gonna smack and slap it. Smack, slap, smack, slap. And every time I smack and slap it, I'm turning it in the circle. So you wanna make sure that it's just as round as you can get it, but it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Like there can be some dimples.
Now you do it.
And some cracks, and that's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna smack it down on my table. Smack, that's the fun part. Okay. Now we need to make this into a cookie. So we're gonna take our fist. We're gonna get mad at it, okay? We're gonna take this meaty part of our fist right here, this meaty part right here, and we are going to pound 3 times, and then we're gonna pick it up and turn it, okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, pick it up and turn it. 1, 2, okay. All right, now you can see that my piece of clay is about as thick as my pinky, okay? All the way around, it's kind of even. You can see that my piece of clay is about as thick as my pinky, okay? All the way around, it's kind of even. I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna turn it over on the smooth side, okay? Now, in your toolkit, you have these pieces of lace and fabric, okay? I don't care which one you pick one. We're going to tap it. We're not pounding anymore. We don't want it any flatter. We just want this, to be inside here, this pattern to be on here. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna tap, gently tap it. Tap, 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 tap. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to take this piece and I need to cut it in half. I'm gonna push down and pull across. Now, you're going to get two pieces. They're not going to be even. It's not going to happen. They're going to have a big piece and a little piece. Take your largest piece. That's going to be our bird. Okay? So, if you remember, this is the top of the bird. This is his belly. Okay? This is our extra clay. We're going to put that in our bank. We're going to put this over here in our clay bank. Just wad it up and leave it alone. The more you touch your clay, the drier it becomes. So if you start to get cracks on the sides or on the top, you can take a little slip from your slip bowl and just smooth those out. Okay? Alright, this is the body of our bird. Now we have to make a wing. Okay? I'm going to take a little bit of clay from here and I'm going to roll it into a ball. Okay? And then I might roll it into kind of a sausage. Back and forth, all the way. From my fingertips, all the way to my other fingertips. All the way, okay? Get a little sausage. And now, I'm gonna pound this one. Okay, you see this little pencil? You can draw. I want you to draw a straight line this way and a straight line that way so that this is still rounded, but this is pointy. Okay? And then we're going to press down and cut it off. You see? This is going to be our wing. Now we got to shape it. If it starts to get these little cracks, see these little cracks right here? If it starts to get those, or if there's a sharp edge, you want to take your finger in your slip and just smooth that out. Okay? Smooth those cracks. Now, you need to do a pattern on here. Now, you could do zigzags. You could do straight lines. You could take the end of this and make these little dimples in it. But you need to decorate your wing for the feathers. Okay? You could take one of these old gift cards that I've cut these little zigzaggies in, and you could make zigzags on it. You could make straight lines on it. Okay? Whatever you like to do. Just give it some texture so it looks like a wing. Okay? You do it. Okay, now we need to make this stick here on our bird. And your wing can go any way you like. But to do that, we have to do what's called slip and score. So everybody say, everybody slip! Everybody score! That way, this sticks to here. So this is your glue. This is your glue brush, just like we use in the classroom. We're gonna stick it in that slip. We're gonna scratch it here. Okay, scratch it. We're gonna scratch it here where we're gonna put it. Okay, we're gonna stick it down and give it a little wiggle. Just a tiny, tiny little wiggle. Okay, here we go. Now we have to make his eye and his beak. And you have a clay bank over here. Pick something out of your clay bank. Make you a little round circle. This is probably too big. I'm gonna cut that in half because that's too much clay. That's gonna be a big ball. Okay, I'm gonna cut that in half. We want this circle, this little ball here, to be about as big as a small gun ball, like you would get. Maybe a peanut M&M. Then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to smash it flat. Okay? And you see these little cracks that it gets on here? We call that elephant skin. So, take it. You're going to smooth it out. Now I need to do that again. I need to slip and score. So say, everybody slip. Everybody score. I'm going to slip and score here. I'm going to slip and score here. And I'm going to stick it together. Okay? There we go. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna make a little one, like a Tic Tac or a Skittle, maybe. And I'm gonna smash that one. Okay, I'm gonna slip and score. Slip and score. Stick that one down like that. You know what? I want 2 eyeballs. How about we do 2? That'd be fun. So I'm gonna make another eyeball. It does not have to be the same size. They could be different sizes. In fact, that might be super cute. Now I'm gonna slip and score. I'm gonna slip and score. And stick that one right beside it. Pinch off a little bit to make the center, which needs to be about the size of a Tic Tac. Okay, I'm gonna slip and score. Slip and score. Stick that one there. He's gonna be looking, I want him looking backwards. Okay, now I'm gonna take the end of this and I'm gonna stick it just a little bit right there. Okay, that way he has little eyeballs. Do you see his eyeballs? Look how cute. Okay, now we gotta make his beak. So we're gonna make what's called a coil. A coil is when you take a piece of clay and you squeeze it in your fingers like this. You gotta squeeze it into a hot dog. We need to make a hot dog. Okay? So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna use both hands. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until I get me a hot dog going. Now, I gotta roll it. But I'm gonna roll from the tips of my fingers to the bottom of my hand, to the heel of my hand. So all the way down, okay? So I'm gonna go all the way back. Let me get where you can see me. All the way back, all the way forward, all the way back, all the way forward. And as I go, I'm gonna pull my hands apart. Now this needs to be as big around as your pinky finger, okay? Because you're gonna have way too much. This is too, that'd be a huge beak. Can you see a beak that big? Nope, that's too big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna decide how big do we want our beak, okay? How big do I want my beak? I don't want it that big. I want him about that big. So I'm gonna cut that off. Now, you see all this little cracks and these little elephant skins? And I need to smooth that out. I don't want any cracks because cracks cause it to break once it dries. And I don't want any of your beaks to break. So, we gotta smooth all that out. And if he gets kind of flat, just kind of pinch him back together. Smooth him, make him a little rounder, okay? Now, uh-oh, see how he broke apart? I'm just gonna smooth that out. Smooth it back together. Sometimes your clay gets dry, okay? Now, I'm gonna slip and score. I'm gonna slip and score here. And I'm gonna stick his little beak on here, just like that. Give it a little wiggle, okay? Now we gotta make some feet. So I'm gonna take some clay from my clay bank and I'm gonna roll it into a ball, okay? And I'm gonna pound it out. I need it to be about as big as an Oreo cookie. So I'm gonna pound it. 1, 2, 3, and turn it. Pick it up 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 and turn it. Okay, so that's about as big as an Oreo cookie, but look at all those cracks. You see all those cracks? I gotta get rid of those. So I'm gonna smooth those. Smooth them around. Okay. Now I gotta give a texture to this. So I need to give it some sort of texture. So you can, again, you can use any of the things that are in your toolkit that you want to use. I think I'm going to use this. So I'm going to gently press it, and then I'm going to peel it up. I'm going to gently press it. I'm not pushing hard, I'm gently pressing it, okay? Now, I gotta make the little toes. He needs 3 toes. So I'm gonna make 1 toe here, and 1 toe here, and 1 here. So I'm gonna cut it. 1 toe. I'm gonna cut a zigzag. Okay, look. Now I got 2 feet. Okay, now I'm gonna take my fingers in my slip and I'm gonna smooth it up a little bit so when this dries it doesn't cut me. Because once this dries, it'll be sharp, sharp, sharp as glass. Okay, so we wanna make sure this is nice and smooth. Okay. Okay. So now he has feet. So what we have to do is we have to make some holes for his feet to dangle, and for us to use the pipe cleaners. We're going to use pipe cleaners to attach his feet to his body. So I'm going to come around. I'm going to make some holes. Okay. We got to make sure that it's nice and open on the back. Okay. Now my teacher's helper here, whoever's here with me today, we are going to come around and we are going to scratch your lunch number here on the back of your clay piece. So we're going to take a skewer and we're going to scratch the lunch number on the back. So they'll be there, and then on the back, we won't put them on the back of these. You may get yours back, you may not. We're just gonna make some feet, and everybody's gonna pick some feet out of the pile, because these are too tiny for me to. They're too tiny. I can't write your name on the back of these or your number. So you're just gonna pick some feet, okay? So that is our bird. He's so cute. All right, guys. So I have not glazed this bird yet, so he's not painted. But I do want to show you how to put your feet on your bird. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put, you see these 2 holes that we made? This is to hang him with. So we're gonna put our pipe cleaner through just like that. We're gonna pull it up and we're gonna give it a twist. Like you do the bread bag, you know, the bread ties. So give him a twist all the way up, okay? We're going to put this one through. We're going to bring it up, and we're going to twist it around. Go around and around. You see me going around it, around it, around it. Okay? Now this one, we're going to stick through the back side. So we're going to turn it over, and we're going to stick it through here, stick it through here, and we're going to pull it through. And it can be even if you want, or it can be lopsided. It's fine, whichever. You can adjust it. Now I'm going to put 3 little beads on each one of my legs. So I'm going to put these 3 beads on here, and I'm going to put 3 beads on this one. Purple one. Okay. Now I gotta scoot these up, okay? Because I need to stick my foot on here. I need to pull it up, and I need to cross it and twirl it around. Okay? And then I'm gonna pull these beads down over that to hold it secure. Okay? So in the back side, over to the top, twist it around till you can't twist anymore, and then pull those beads down over it. And that'll help hold it. Okay?